I cannot believe it, bro. They legalized your boy. I never thought I'd see it.
You know,
I never thought I'd see it.
I thought I would, but like, I don't need to because like if you want to buy like a limited amounts of flour, you know, that's when you need to get the card. But like, I'm off edibles, and like, I don't know if I'm gonna start the vapes
tripping?
again. But nah, bro, you get unlimited edibles all you want, bro. Shit.
I'm with that. So I was late night. I was at my office and I was on Groupon, and I seen this Groupon for like $99 to say, you know, we'll give you a consultation for a medical marijuana card. And I'm like, oh, cool. I mean, shit ain't really stopped me in the 15 plus years I've been smoking, but that might be dope. I could pop in a dispensary right here. It's a couple in town. So I fill out this shit. They're like, yo, we're going to call you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Next day comes, I take my lunch. Some old ass doctor calls me. Niggas on like a headset, like he's on a phone with T-Mobile and shit. You know, the shit that comes down over the mouth. Starts asking me a bunch of questions. So I'm just like, yeah, you know, I got battle with anxiety and depression, and I've been dealing with some tendonitis in my wrist because I work at my desk for fucking 15 years already, 8 years already. My wrist be hurting, and he's just like, you know, yeah, all right, so we'll submit this to the state and see what they say. And then like 15 minutes later, I get like a certificate email that's like, this doctor saw you on this date. He agreed your symptoms and diagnosis will help, will be beneficial to use marijuana. And then you go on New York City cannabis.gov or some weird government website for weed, and you put in your certificate information, and then they confirm it with the doctor on his end. And they sent me a little temporary card. I want to get it to show you, but I don't get up. But yeah, they sent me a little temporary card. I'll show you the real deal when I get the real shit in the mail. So I'm like looking at these dispensaries and shit. They got all kind of deals and shit. It feels nice to just be able to walk into a store and get some fucking customer service, because you fucking drug dealers out there don't give a fuck about nobody but your motherfucking selves, you selfish bastards. Shout out my guy Max. You always looked out for me. I could text you no matter what fucking time it is, no matter where I was, and you fucking worked some shit out for me. So much love to you, bro. But shit might slow down a little bit if these dispensaries start hitting me with these strange deals, my nigga.
You see, that's the thing, because like, I got my plug too. Like, shout out to you, fam. Like, you helped me out. But like, because of I try not to smoke flower as much.
Right. Which you probably shouldn't. Just with your blood pressure in your lungs and shit, the edible probably is a better way for you to.
Yeah, it is. But like, I still use like a little like a flower vape. So try to cut it down a little bit, but I don't really even use that. I use that when I really want to just go off. You know what I'm saying? But like, the edibles work way better. And like, sometimes you feel bad for the plugs out on the street, because it's like, damn, my nigga, like, you could have came up on a business.
I know.
Like, they still play, like, even though, yes, it's dope and all of this stuff is legal, but like, it's like the niggas like who were in these streets for like years.
Facts.
Like, it's like, now should be the chance that they should be able to get a license to start
make it legit. Yeah, legitimize, bro. But that's the thing. It's legal statewide, but it's not legal federally. So it's there's so many restrictions on who can get a license to sell or not. It's so many issues with like banking.
Ticket. Yeah,
you can't use your credit card. You can only use certain sort of forms of payment and shit.
Yeah, I can use my debit card.
Yeah, debit, just no credit.
Oh yeah, no credit.
Because they don't want you running up a bag and then you don't pay your tab on that on the other end. It just start looking bad, especially if you like all fucked up. But yeah, so it's dope, man. I'm with that. Don't do drugs, kids. But when you get older, do them shits. Because
them shits is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Life is fucking rough. Life is fucking rough. And with that being said, straight off the presses, episode 29 for your head top. I Hate It Here podcast. It's your boy Russ.
And this Kev, nigga.
Yo,
this week,
How you feeling?
It's like then everything's just been. I don't know, man. Like I don't know what's gonna happen this summer. Like I always sit here and I'm like, yo, you know what, man? Like
try to speculate, figure shit out, gauge the temperature in the streets, but now it's just
you can only worry about what's happening in your household at this
right.
point. You really can't like you can only just like me, like I'm thinking about when I'm going to my PTO and shit. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it simple and worry about that because worrying about anything else that has nothing to do with me makes no sense whatsoever.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. And that's where a lot of anxiety comes in. At least for me, it's like when I try to think of like specific, like when people ask me like, where do you want to be in 5 years? Mm-hmm. That's so hard for me. I can't see next week. I can't see next month. Like
sometimes I don't even know what I want to eat for like lunch.
Yo, real talk. And then I'm supposed to pick my whole future and go with that. Like, bro, I don't.
It's a lot of pressure because then it forces you to ask yourself, how can I make myself successful in 5 years? Or how can I upgrade myself from where I'm at in 5 years?
Where I am, yeah.
And then when you really sit there and think about everything that you probably could do, you're like, damn, all of this sounds rough.
Should be overwhelming off rip. Like
you got
a lot to deal with.
Like when you really, especially when you at like a very decent place already where you feel like you're comfortable, you're like, wait a minute, like I have to do more still?
Bro, that's kind of where I'm at too. It's like comfort, it's ruining me, bro. It's ruining me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy it, and I, especially with the world the way it is, like shit can go left at any moment. Comfort is very crucial, but I have like created such a space of comfort that shit does not. It takes a lot for me to like, get out of my zone or some shit. Like it's weird,
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just a lot to think about. You gotta figure out what your next step is, how to get there, and that's
especially when
a lot to deal with.
Like, because then you got to think of it not only like on a personal, like, where's my relationship's going to be? Like, am I going to be having kids? Am I going to do it's like professionally too? Like, how am I going to advance my career? How am I going to get this bag off? How am I going to be able to do all these things? And then you sit in yourself, you're like, I just want to sit on my desk to do my podcast. And it's just like.
And fucking chill, bro. It's nah.
And it's like, no, simple. You can't do that. Like, it's still going to take work to even get your podcast to a point where all you have to do is just stay home,
just sit,
their stories, and then come on this fucking thing, record all your content, do all the shit. Like, it takes work. And then you're sitting there, you're like, well, is it worth it? And you're like, yeah. But then you're like, fuck, I already did so much to get to this point. I'm like, now I got to go outside of what I'm like, listen,
to go the other way.
Graduating college, getting a career, getting the career that actually is like what you actually went to school for.
Right. Not even what you went to school for, just something that you will enjoy and will sustain you. Like, just you're not out here trying to be a fucking like, I don't know, just some random shit that has nothing to do with you. You have no knowledge of, no interest in. It's something that you're at least interested in. It might not have been what you went to school for, but it's at least something you're interested in. That way you could do it for fucking 20, 30 years like they want
and make a livable wage to get an apartment. And
which is very rare, bro. Which is very rare.
The dating market sucks ass. So it's like, fam, everything is kind of stacked against you. And
it's just pressure all the way around, bro. And then all while you're doing that and you're trying to get to that next level, this is what fucks me up is I don't want to lose what I have at this level.
Yes, that's the problem.
Like, nigga,
it's not even just about the comfort. It's the fact that like I have stability right now.
Oh my God. And that shit's worth gold, bro. You got a family. So you need that now, tomorrow, long term, forever, until your son decides he's on his own, where you could just be like, fuck the world. My kids is grown. I could do what I want. But you can't. You could shoot for the next level, but if you fail and then you fall from this level and now you backtrack, It won't just affect you, it'll affect your household. And then that's gonna put more pressure on you, affect your mental, and niggas lose their mind just trying to make something of themselves, man.
The shit is just that type of question, man. Like
I hate that.
And
shit.
You know what's crazy? Like, we should think about these things, but like,
right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I think about what I do on a day-to-day basis for work, and I think about how like everything is. Like, the only thing I would want is a bigger place, and it's like there's certain things that I'm working on that can make that possibility. Even though like Massachusetts is mad expensive, but like
America is expensive, okay?
Getting more expensive.
Yeah, ain't no way you're gonna be able to go at a certain point. It's like I just read this article. Dude got a full-time job and he's on food stamps. So it's like if you could work full-time
and still be on food
and still need assistance just to eat, shit is not crazy. Right. And that's a basic feature, bro. So anybody out there with any sort of ambition or fucking just optimism to the future, keep that shit, bro.
It takes a lot, bro.
The world will beat that shit out you every day. Oh, you want to beat somebody? Come on.
And you know the fucked up part is
somebody.
The fucked up part is it will beat you when like you don't have optimism. And it will beat you when you do have optimism, and then it will beat you when you are actually in a stable place, and it will beat you when you're not in a stable place. So no matter what it is, it's different things that come at you at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like they say more money, more problems. It's like I don't know if it's more problems. Problems just transform into different problems.
Into the different things, right? Yeah. There's no.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what level you are. Like, there's going to be something. That's like, like all my bills are on auto pay. Cool. I ain't worried about paying.
Oh, you bills. A brave asse nigga. Shout out to you.
Shit, that never hasn't hit me bad. Haven't hit me bad yet. I've been on point.
I'm over here nickel and diamond T-Mobile. Like, all right, I'm gonna give y'all $25 this week. And in 2 months, I'm gonna give you the other 40, and then we squared on that bill. And I'm like, yo, fuck these companies. Rule number one to making money: pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. You did the work. You fucking sat and dealt with everybody in that fucking office. Pay yourself first. Buy something for yourself to make your mental feel good about all the work you did, so that you can continue to do that shit.
But it becomes easier when it's on auto pay, because if you actually like budget out, and I ain't gonna lie, budgeting is a nice tool. It's like I know exactly how much all my bills are, so I know exactly how much I'm taking out of each check to make sure that the month is set, and then I know exactly how much I'm putting in savings, and I know how much money I got to spend on bullshit. Like
low key, I kind of like it. Like every Thursday, I sit down and I'm like, okay, for this pay period, these are all my bills. This is what I'm fucking with. I know I'm gonna go see Doctor Strange. I know I'm gonna go out to eat or do some dumb shit. So I set that aside. I know I'm gonna hit the dispensary, set that aside. I know I got my fucking rent, phone bill, Wi-Fi, whatever the fuck. So it's kind of, it's like one of those satisfying things where you could see your life in numbers played out. Like nothing is gonna be unexpected. You don't got no random bills from nowhere. This is what it's gonna be. And then when that shit plays out that way, you're like, yes,
it's perfect.
It worked out how I thought.
It's perfect.
I fuck with that.
And like to put yourself and put all of that at risk because you want to pod all day long.
It's a brave choice to make. Like, I respect people that's like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna have the determination.
I quit my job yesterday. Like, good for you, my
right.
Nigga. Good for you.
Good for you. Hope you got some savings though, bro, because shit's about to get rough out here. Niggas fuck around, not eat. So yeah, man, it's rough out here. It's only getting rougher. Inflation, all kind of shit's just fucking.
Food prices is up. Gas prices is up.
Fucking around, man. But I don't know who got my fucking email, but I've been getting spam emails all day for mortgage rates and fucking new cars and refinancing shit. I just
bro, it's spam emails, sometimes. It's spam calls.
Nigga, I got a text that said your Citibank account has been flagged for suspicious activity. And I just had to I had to think to myself, you dumb fucks. I ain't got no Citibank account. Y'all tried it though.
They be trying that shit. Like
y'all definitely tried it.
They be trying niggas. And you know, some people, they get some people. That's why they be trying that shit.
That's the thing. Somebody got a Citibank that hit that link, but yeah, suck my dick on that. Let's hit up this hypothetical. A couple more to go before we close out this season.
88, nigga.
Then we're gonna head over to Reddit. And y'all could definitely leave some questions or comments in the on the IG page, and we'll definitely answer those too. We're always trying to hear back from you folks that wanna check us out. So what you said, 88?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh damn. You get one text, no more than 160 characters, that gets sent to everyone's phone. What does it say?
Leave the pussy alone.
Oh shit. It's a fair warning. That is a fair warning. I think mines would say
to everybody, that was a joke though, but to everybody,
the way shit's going these days, that's a fucking useful tool motherfucker should know. My shit would say choose wisely, bitch ass nigga. I don't care. I don't care if it's a white person. Oh, boo.
But not think about it like this, right? Think about no. Check it out. Look at it from like this, right? If you find yourself, you know what you're doing. You're not only taking care of yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, right? You're taking care of yourself physically. You're getting your finances right. You know what I'm saying? And also you're being more kind to yourself. You're enjoying your life. You're making smart decisions.
It's like the ultimate self-care.
Yeah, like finding yourself means that you're giving yourself the utmost security in all facets, the most stability in all facets. And like you're giving yourself the grace to do it at your own pace and get to where you need to get to. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with that.
I think people need that, bro.
Would you say you found yourself? I won't even lie. Hell no.
If I say yes, it would be like, but I haven't executed everything I wanted to.
Right. It's I would say it's fleeting because you tap into your, like there'll be moments when you tap into yourself.
Yes.
Like you feel at your core like whatever you're doing or whatever you're feeling is like the truest form of you, and that shit's just raw. But you know, at moments you can lose yourself, man, especially in this world.
Because it's like, yo, like for me, like I know I like recording music. I know I like doing certain things, but I don't find myself doing those things when I have the appropriate time. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think that's a betrayal of self because it's like, yo, you only got one life, right? And like, even though like, yeah, I spend time with my family, which is, I love it. Like that has, you know, that's
the push and pull of like your responsibilities or your, you know, your true passions and things that help you tap into you.
Yes. So. And the sad part is like, I spend most of my time at work. And that's the most annoying thing, where you spend most of your time someplace that you don't even want to be at. Then now you gotta take the rest of your time. You gotta make sure your family gets it. You gotta make sure that your responsibilities get it. That you gotta sit there and try to piece in time for yourself. It's like, you know, it's hard. I think like, you know, you just gotta come to the conclusion that you just have to work hard at relaxation.
Facts. Just as hard as you work and dedicate yourself to those other things, you have to dedicate that to caring for yourself, like getting good rest, feeding yourself.
Like you're gonna have to, because like you're gonna have
hurt you if you don't.
Yeah,
it'll hurt you if you don't, and you'll get to that age.
Together. You gotta keep yourself together,
mentally and physically, bro. Because you know we get to that age where you can't eat the same shit. Taste buds ain't tasting the same shit. You know, you need a bit more sleep, or you bones ain't feeling. And it's just like, damn, I wish I didn't wild out so much in my 20s so that I wouldn't feel this way. Or, you know, now I got to work out because I work out pretty much all those years and my body needs it. So yeah, man, just take care of yourself. Find yourself, man. Find yourself. Buddy has a song, West Coast artist Buddy. He has a song called, I think it's called Find Me. But it's so fucking beautiful. It's such a beautiful song. I fucking cried to that shit. But yeah, man. What we got going for the week? You want to start or you want me to start? This is some shit you might hate.
You can start. I think all the stuff I got on deck is gonna go one after another and then the main.
Okay. Let me get mine off. Mine is pretty light for the most part. I mean, y'all know I'm legal out here smoking big ice cream cake, you know, so shout out to that. It's just, I brought that up because it's like things are happening in our lifetime. Like when you actually sit back and look around, so much is, and that's a weird thing to say, but like 9/11 and the wars and
going back to when we were born, like 1990, 91, like all these major events, big and small,
good and bad.
Like it's wild because it's just so much stuff.
The housing crash and shit like that. It's like
advanced. Like if you told 6-year-old me I would be using the iPhone, I used to have to save like packets of CDs to switch in my Walkman. Now you're telling me I'd be streaming all of these songs? Like, I'd be sitting there sometimes. I'm like, I would have never fucking imagined this shit.
Crazy. I remember having a little ass MP3 player I got from Family Dollar. That shit hold like 140 songs tops.
Now I got millions at my
nigga. Now anytime I hear a melody, I'm like, oh, it reminds me of that song. I'm gonna just listen to it. I got any song, and that's just music and entertainment. Think about just food. Like before, it was like I had to go to this restaurant, order something, wait in line. Now I could look at a menu, press a couple buttons, and some strange motherfucker from outside is gonna go get that shit, bring it to me, and now I got a fucking lobster roll, or I got a whole sushi platter from someplace. So it's like the world is changing so rapidly, even in our lifetime. Sometimes I sit back and I'm just like, damn, this shit getting wild now. Like we really get into that old age where, like, back in my day, we had to remember phone numbers because we didn't have a phone with infinite capacity for contacts and shit. Yeah, it's like,
dude, like it's crazy different. Because we're not even that old. And I think like when you reach 30s, you gotta stop saying you're old because you could be shortening your life, your life up.
Society does it.
You know what I'm saying? And
society makes you feel that way. Like the minute you're not 20s anymore, it's like you're not attractive and you're not smart. And you look on TV, it's just young 20-year-olds living in life and thriving. It's like, and my fucking 20s wasn't like that.
Nah, and I feel like 20-year-olds now, they're not the same 20-year-olds.
First of all, let's talk about how different kids look. Okay,
it's insane, bro.
Kids look. I'm in the store. I was in a pizza shop a couple of weeks ago, and I live next to a high school. So the high school kids, they get to go out for lunch. So I'm in a pizza shop, and all the high school kids come in, blah blah blah, full beards, grown 6'6". This kid is like 16. Like, and it's all of them. They're all like, And I'm 140 soaking wet with my jacket on and bricks in my pocket. Beard barely connecting. I gotta keep trimming my shit thin to make it look like I got something. So I'm standing in there, and like the guy knows me, so he knows I'm not a high school kid. So I put my order in because I'm trying to get in and out of there. I'm on my lunch break. One of the kids comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, you in Miss So-and-so class, right?" Nigga, I'm 30. I'm 30. I'm like, yo, give me my 2 slices. I need to get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't crazy like,
shit like that.
Tell me, it'd be like, yo, they never thought I was that old because like I don't really wear stuff like my age.
That too.
And I'm like, what is my age supposed to be wearing? Like all of us still wear fucking t-shirts,
and
like
jeans and sneakers,
cartoons on them and shit, anime on them and shit.
It's funny. I was driving just now. I see a nigga with a grown ass man with a Bugs Bunny shirt on. I'm like, where's this nigga going?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't know how you do. I mean, like, Nigga, like, how's my age supposed to be dressing? Like, I got polos and stuff like that, but nigga, that's like work attire, bro. Like,
I feel like
casual, like business casual is like work attire now. It's not like you
right.
can wear that out. And I'm just sitting here, I'm just like, fam, like, leave me the fuck alone, bro. Like,
They want you in like a brown cardigan with loafers on and bifocals the minute you hit like
that's what
29.
30-year-olds used to look like. Like, nigga,
I mean,
we are
that too,
lit
true.
right now. Lit right now,
Yo,
bro. Like, when you think about it, like, we are
30-year-olds,
generation.
30-year-olds back in the day, them niggas used to work in a factory. They had a wife and a kid and a mistress across town. The mistress didn't know about the wife because wasn't no internet. You could have a whole nother family over there. Nobody know until the funeral.
You know what's crazy? Teachers, like, they look mad old, but some of them could have been in like their mid 25s, like early 30s. Now you look at teachers now. How they learn?
We talked about teachers now. And the thing is, especially student teachers, you could be a student teacher at like 21, 22. And if you're in a high school, you just got out of high school. Now you're back in there as a teacher.
Probably bad as fuck too. Like, come on, man.
Even if you ain't bad, you just a cool older adult to those young kids who are gonna look at you. It's just a lot of shit going on. So yeah, when they legalized me, I'm like, wow, I never thought I'd see the day. Like, this crazy. I used to hit a nigga up and wait 4 hours for a text back just to get a fucking dime bag of some dirty ass mid. Now I could.
Nigga, it goes crazy, like the type of weed we used to smoke.
Oh, that trash. Shit. Oh my God. You know, I used to pick
niggas
full branches out of my stems.
Niggas used to buy only dubs and shit. Now look at us. Niggas buy O's.
Quarters and halves and all kind of fractions and shit.
Like, niggas be like, yo, let me get 20, but you broke ass nigga. I'm like, nigga, let me get an O and a half, nigga.
Fuck that word. Like, what's the deal? You give me an O and I get a one for half. But yeah, so when they legalized me, that's when I was like, wow, times have really changed. I have never thought, but you never think until you do think, and then by the time you do think, shit's already either in motion or right up in your face, and that's just the world. But moving on, like, as time goes on, I didn't realize it was May already. Like, even though I've been writing down the date and stuff at work, I'm like, wow, it's this year in general is already fly through. We're almost in half the year. Yeah. But May we got Mother's Day. So I just wanted to ask, like, shout out to all the ladies out there.
I can't tell you shit yet.
All the single mothers or all the mothers in relationship. Oh, okay, yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, what do you get your mother?
Like, you just getting them some fire shit. I ain't gonna tell you what. I'll tell you next week.
Like, my thing is, like, my mom is very accomplished. There's nothing I could buy my mom. She can't buy herself 4 or 5 times over. So that's one aspect that goes into it. And then it's like, what do you need?
You see,
is it weird to ask that question?
You know how I look at, like, this. So this is how I look at it, right? Especially, I'm gonna just like open it up to the whole year, right? Stuff that they need, I usually think about that during Christmas, right? Okay. Their birthdays and like Mother's Day and stuff like that, like, those are the days I give them stuff that they want, right? Okay, and like you said, a lot of times, like, especially when somebody can get what they want because they can afford it, right? You gotta give them something then that they want that they wouldn't buy for themselves.
And that's like that weird creative zone. It's like, now I gotta figure out what you want that you haven't thought to get that I could get. And so people that are good at giving gifts, they're good at like anticipating your like things you do or will do.
And you know what's crazy? Sometimes your gift could actually be something that they like. Like, let's say, like, they like bracelets for 11. They're always buying this like crazy ass bracelet. So maybe you're like, you know what? I'm gonna get you a bracelet that got like maybe a carat diamonds worth up in the whole thing. You know what I'm saying, bro? And you know what I'm saying. So like you start getting into your like, I got money bag. You know what I mean? Because like, yo, it's only once a year. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
it's once your mom. A year. Like, what?
Your mom. You know what I mean? Like, especially like, you know, my girl's
Who
a
should
mom
you?
now too. So it's like,
Oh, nice. Oh yeah. So you gotta do it. You gotta do this twice over.
yeah.
I mean, but
so, you know
y'all got two brains, so y'all could tackle this together. Or, you know, if you want to be cheap and lazy, buy the same gift for both of them and just, you know, act like you ain't know. But
so last year I got them both the same type of earrings, but the difference was that the gems were different. For my girl, I got her
very cool.
birthstone. For my mom, I got her these like, I forget what color. They're like a light blue color because her favorite color is blue. You know what I'm
Smart,
saying?
smart. I had did the bracelet thing is a good idea, and I'm glad you said that because I did that for like there was like a streak of like Mother's Days, birthdays, and Christmases where I would buy her. First, I brought her a bracelet, and you could put like little charms and stuff on it. So every birthday, every holiday, facts. Yep. Yes. I bought her like a little dog because she got she got two little dogs. You know, bought her like you know, makeup like she got so many charms, it goes down her arm, bro. So it's like I feel like I'm tapped for ideas this year. I don't want to be typical and just do you know, flowers in a card, and you know, definitely want to show my appreciation. My mom is.
They don't even know that I got him something this year. So,
oh, my guy's on it.
Yeah,
you gotta text me to me. Let me know what you did. I might have to copy. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Shut up, Mom. I love you still. It's a thought that counts.
It's yeah. What you see? But you know what?
See, you a fucking fancy ass nigga. You got some. This shit's like $1,000 or some shit, ain't it?
No. Half of that. But like,
okay. All right.
Nah, but I'll tell you this though.
What's up?
One of them was worth like 500 by itself. The other one was worth like maybe 3 or 4.
Okay.
But because of the sale.
Smart. I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's nothing but sales around this time too. It's like this whole fucking country is rigged.
This shit they love that shit, bro. But like the thing is, I think it's easier with jewelry because like you can really catch a break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I fuck with jewelry. Okay, got the text. Okay. You know what's funny? We'll text. I don't want to get all fucking personal up on here, but speaking of though, just women in general, you know, gotta protect women. Someone that also should be protected. Dave Chappelle.
Hey yo, man, listen, that motherfucker that went and tackled the hell out of him, bro.
Dave is public enemy
that
right
he carried on him.
I did not see the gun. No.
Oh, hold up, bro.
But I thought they said it was a knife, if I'm not mistaken. They thought it was a gun.
No, I'm gonna show you. Nigga, wait to see this shit.
That's weird, but yeah, I guess niggas is running up on stage now. Like if that's the wave.
Yo, this is Will Smith's fault. So,
I mean, Will Smith ain't get his ass beat like this guy though. Did you see how they beat this guy the fuck?
They gave
up?
His whole head a new shoulder.
You know, like, yeah, I hate to say this. This is the only way I could like make it make sense. You know, like when someone has a stroke and like half of their like not even laughing about the stroke, but like
back in the day when you used to watch some channels that weren't like that you didn't have, and they'd be like squiggly lines and like their faces would be like contorting. That's that nigga. Like
it was bad. It just looked like half of his face was just turned off. Like they just flipped this, they hit the fuse on half of his face. Like his eyes was closed. He had it was blood everywhere. I didn't know where it was even cut to be bleeding, but it was blood everywhere. Even Dave said, yeah, I went back and stomped him a couple times. I wanted to fucking do more, but I just get to the show. So it's crazy. Nigga. I just can't figure out how he was even.
Look at the gun. I sent you a picture of it. That shit was crazy. Yeah, on Instagram. That shit was crazy, bro. That's what he pulled up on that nigga with.
But then he ain't do nothing. He tried to tackle him. So I'm like, I was confused on your get the fuck out of here.
Fam, you see
50 is cool. Why 50 always got the info? Like you.
Fam, I saw that.
So they did do metal detectors and he still got through?
Still got through with the shit.
Chappelle should fucking sue. Chappelle should fucking sue.
Bro, this nigga was on a mission. That's the scary part. Because they showed one of his tweets, right? After Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, and it was like, Dave Chappelle, you're next. You keep coming at my trans people, I'm gonna come after you too. So this
it was a trans person?
Nah, he was just standing up for his trans friends.
Oh, he a super ally. You sure?
Yeah.
They booked.
I don't think he's.
So, I mean, I don't want to say his name, but the nigga's only 23 years old. So you're a young kid. He just got booked for felony assault. So yeah, you 23. You just caught your first felony. Good luck finding a job, bro.
This could fuck up your life.
Oh wow! So yeah, they're on his social media. He got like fucking demonic ass posts, bleeding.
He was going to.
His nails was all painted.
He was going to do some harm to Dave, bro. Like,
yo, they lumped him up crazy. Like, all of this is a lump. Like,
yeah. And then Chris Rock came was like, was that Will Smith? That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. But nah, bro, like this is the precedent that you set when
my God, they beat the hell out. I mean, what did he think was gonna happen? You were just gonna run up there, beat up possibly the most famous comedian and ever on a big stage
because you were armed,
and then slice him or stab him, and you were gonna get out, or like I'll be really wondering the thought process.
Like this is what you're gonna put your life at risk for, right here. This shit right here, my nigga.
To attack a nigga over jokes.
Now you about to
a nigga that never met you
for the rest of your life, nigga.
He got to go straight to the hospital.
Head ass nigga.
They cuffed him to the fucking
stretcher.
The stretcher,
broken
bro.
Arm, face off. No,
all of this is done. Like all of this is
like, yo, security really has a very like, can they really fuck you up and not show the weapon?
Yes.
Like, oh, okay, never mind.
for that exact reason, they don't know what you got or what your intentions were,
and they're trying to wrestle it away from you too at the same time. So like, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was different. So yeah, protect Dave Chappelle. They say comedians are the new like fucking rock stars in society now with all this shit that keeps going on with them every week. From
because like they're the only ones that can really get that shit off. They're the only ones that can really get the shit off. Podcasts, I mean, we could too, but like they'd be like, "Yo, fuck your podcast," and then like,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? That's what niggas forget. Like
niggas listen to
podcasts.
Niggas listen to you talk for an hour, be like, "Yeah, fuck your little podcast, though." Like, god damn.
Like they just be shitting on you, nigga. But like, at least you can come back every single week. You probably ain't gonna go far, but like, at least you come back every single week and tell these niggas what it is. You know, but like comedians, like once that viral clip goes for a comedian, like they are on a different level. Like they can say things in certain ways, like because they're comedians. It's like protected. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it used to be, it seems, because niggas is getting slapped and niggas is getting charged on stage, and it was another comedian in a comedy club where he had to beat the nigga with the mic stand because he ran up on stage. And he ain't when you're not a big comedian, you ain't got security like that. You in these little comedy clubs, this little ass rooms, niggas get drunk.
Get your job done, bro. You're just trying to make people laugh, and then you got one nigga in the nigga. You see, that's the thing, right? I always think about it's like niggas like attack people on stage, like as a creative person in person. Like you understand how much it takes for somebody to actually get on stage. Now you're going to sit just there for that with your person on stage.
All the people involved, from the back of the house, production staff, to the people doing the meetings and shit before the show even fucking take place.
Like for them to put all this work in there, and if you just barge on stage and start this fuck shit up, man, niggas are stupid, man. I'm glad that
his own
nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I would have clapped that nigga up too when he came on stage,
bro.
Nigga, I would have fucking what's that wrestling move? I would
fucking suplexed him.
I would have
DDT.
suplexed that nigga, like right into the fucking ground, bro. Like, come on,
bro. And security, they really got a license to do whatever fucking damage to you they see fit. Once
they need to though, because you know why they need to though, especially when you got a weapon. They need to make sure that nobody gets the idea that they can do this shit. So like, whoever comes to be that example is going to be the example,
and it's gonna hurt. And it's gonna
tremendously.
Hurt.
It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your body. It's gonna hurt your pride. Like now you gotta sit, and then it's gonna hurt your life because now you gotta sit in front of a judge and then be charged with some extra shit, and then probably lose a lot of years of freedom because you decided like that person's probably gonna get convicted. I don't know how many years they're gonna get for it, but it's gonna be
easily. I mean, I would hope it's his first offense and he's just not running around fucking attacking people, but if they do show on like through his tweets that it was premeditated, then
shit, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be a whole different level of shit.
Yeah, and when something like this happens, the courts, they like to set a precedent too. So they might charge you crazy or do some shit OD to you. So the next nigga that come up and do that shit will get that same treatment.
Yep. They don't give a fuck, bro.
They'll
push anything to the limit on the first one. Anything to the limit, bro.
It's the first time it's happening. Anything goes. Fuck it.
Because like Will Smith didn't get charged, right? So like it's not gonna hit him like that. But this nigga right here, you got the tweet, and then it's worse for you because you got the tweets, you got the weapons. Like, come on, bro.
And the weapon is a knife that looks like a gun.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Make up your mind, my nigga. Did you want to shoot him or you wanted to stab him? Because you could have just brought a fucking house knife if you want to stab a nigga. Why you got
to do security too? So security got like that security, like whoever was working that night is getting fired.
And they got through a metal detector. So yeah, you got sucked. The thing is, if Dave wanted to sue, he could sue the venue, but the venue would probably try to recoup from Netflix because this was part of the Netflix is a joke.
Yes, it was part of Netflix is a joke.
Festival series they got going. So I don't think Dave will sue. He doesn't seem like he wants to go sit through court.
He doesn't want to. He already. I think the thing is with Dave, he already got paid. So that and whatever they paid him to do that, like, I don't know if it would be more than what he would get out of a lawsuit. But I think it was enough to be like calm him down. If anything, he was going to sue the dude to fucking hell.
But you're not going to get nothing from that dude. They should just let Dave square up with him and just be like, "You want to fight Dave? Dave is.
I'm right here.
People think Dave is still that skinny little motherfucker. Nah. Dave is fucking bulked up, ripped, smoking cigarettes, and will fuck you up. So
yeah,
Dave is
I'm gonna kill that nigga. Drop the mic. Stop this.
Stop. He said, "I'll be right back. I just want to stomp him." Crazy. But yeah, so Dave is not with I mean, he might be a comedian, but he ain't with the jokes. But someone who also is not with the jokes, and then this will be my last one. Mr. Aubrey Graham, Drizzy Drake, the champagne poppy himself, bruh. This shit's diabolical the way this nigga is.
No, moving, I got a very, very wild opinion on this, and it's going to be the most wildest shit.
All right, so let me get through this, and then I'm gonna swing it to you. All right, so what happened was some random guy on Instagram, random nigga on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, let me start over. There's a post from Slam Studios. It's a basketball page, and he's talking about the fathers of the players in the league.
Yes.
LeVar Ball, and T. Morant is John Morant's dad, which John Morant's balling the fuck out right now. I fucking love that dude.
Crazy.
Oh my God. So it's a post about the dads of the NBA, talking about how these dads, do you like these dads or do you think they're annoying? Because, they're always in the media jumping up and down about their sons and whatnot. So Drake comments on that post and says, "I love what these guys are doing. They're supporting their kids. Even when my son is in a Rubik's Cube competition, I'm gonna support him. I can't wait." So, just something simple, like, support these dads. These are some stand-up guys. Don't get down on them, which is okay, fine. Some nigga comments on Drake's comment and says, "Your son's gonna be playing with ghostwriters."
That doesn't even make any sense either.
You know, it's like, what do you? It's like it's just a nigga wanting to clap at Drake over some old shit. I get it. It's Instagram. You know, it's the internet.
But yo, that shit doesn't even make any sense either.
It makes no fucking playing with ghostwriters. What do you mean? Like other kids are ghostwriters for other rap? Like, what do you mean? What's the joke?
Jackass. Like,
so Drake replies to that man's comments in typical Drake fashion. I almost fucking love it because it's just, this is some low down shit, but this is some like bossed up shit at the same time. It's like, hold on, like, let me let you know who you're dealing with. I'm gonna take time out my day to address you, little ass nigga. Like, Drake says to this nigga, I just followed your girl because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life.
Yeah.
God damn.
No, keep going. Keep going. I'm gonna give you the truth about.
God damn. God, like fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. He went on that man's page, found that man's girlfriend, and followed that man's girl. And you know, she's
his wife, actually. His wife.
Ah!
And they DM
it's so dirty,
too.
but it's so good. It's so good. All right.
And they DM
so hold
too.
on. So Drake indeed goes on that man's page, finds that man's wife. God damn, I know they was married. I guess it does. And then I guess maybe the wife tells the guy, or you know, they have some communication about it. And then the guy posts, you know, oh wow, this guy really DM'd my wife. Like, and this guy's laughing, but the house is shaky right now. Like the house is
if she's shaky, she's for the streets.
I mean, maybe not shaky, but tense to least. You got this fucking biggest celebrity in the fucking world calling you a loser and saying he'll take your girl. Like, hold on, you gotta what can you say? But okay, anyway, Drake, real quick, and then you can have it. Drake DMs this man's wife and says simply, "I'm here for you, ma." God damn, drop a fucking Drake, bomb right? For this nigga.
I gotta.
The light skin energy is oozing, but it's just so fucking good.
Do I want to say this right now? Because I'm trying to do music. I don't give a fuck. Listen,
go off.
Listen. The only reason why Drake can say this is because he's not in the street with these niggas.
I mean,
no, think about it like this. Think about this, right? He's so clearly up there and so protected from like regular niggas. He couldn't do this shit if he was working an office job next to these niggas. Because the minute he do that, that nigga's at his desk the next day, ready to
pulling up at your job. You fighting this nigga over this. But that's what I mean, because it's like spicy and there's some shit like, I know it was his wife. Now it's his wife. Niggas will kill for their wives. We see niggas kill for their wives.
But the thing he knows, but this is why, like, you know, when he caught those bars from Pusha, like it made perfect sense, because there's a line that you are always willing to cross with niggas that you think it's not going to do nothing to you.
Very true. You know who you could do certain shit to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you thought you could do that to Pusha and say something and mention his wife and think that was just going to skate. Nah, nigga, like, there's certain rules. But, you know, because this is a nobody, no disrespect to that man, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's a nobody who ain't really going to do nothing to him or get close to him. Like, Drake can do whatever.
Drake is just like different,
he can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's gonna be wild when this surfaces and like they play it that I said this about this nigga, and then he probably gonna diss me. But like, you know, I okay, like, nigga, he don't want to, because
after Pusha, I feel like he's gonna be real sensitive on who he takes issue with now. Like,
nah, but listen though,
you know, the bigger he gets,
if he hears,
the harder he'll fall.
Any day, and then he's like, I'm gonna diss these two niggas. I just want him to know that we ain't no bitch.
I'm gonna DM his mom. I'm gonna find Sandra's IG, and I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm here for you, mom. Instead of mom, I'm gonna be like, mom, I'm here for you, mom. You know, this is some evil Scorpio energy happening right here.
And like, bro, like, nigga, I'm a rapper too, nigga. So let's not even.
You could do that.
like that, you know, I'm just not gonna roll over and just let you sit here and subliminal me to death. Like, all right,
Also,
nigga, like,
too, it reminded me of when Kanye was on Drink Champs, and I made this note because I wanted to say this. Like, remember when Kanye was like, when Drake beef with you, he'll DM your wife and all your wife's friends, and so it's like, damn, this is really in this nigga's game plan. Like, this is a tactic of this nigga. It's if he could fuck up your home, he could fuck you up because you can't even be chill at home, you know? Like now you're in your house stressed out. Where can you go?
If he shakes up your home, first of all, she wasn't solid to begin with.
But it's the attention. She got the attention of the biggest rap. And now it's paid. Listen, I'm on XXL and they're mentioning her. They're mentioning them. This is a level of notoriety they're going to get. And now they have podcasts wanting to hit them up to talk about it. You know, interviews, people, she might get verified on fucking Twitter for it, just being that person. So now it's like,
I mean, it depends what she does with it, but like if she uses that to actually meet up with him and all this other shit, like yo, she's just for the streets, bro. And you know what? And they got kids, and you know
they got kids too.
Yeah, and that's just for me.
Christ.
That is just an indication that she ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, then the nigga, you know,
we don't know that for sure, so we can't confirm that. But yeah, if that was the case, then yeah, bro. We don't know when they got married. This could be a new marriage.
It don't matter.
This could be a fresh new.
So so let me ask you a question. You marry your girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say
Michael B. Jordan.
It's just her DM.
Her DM.
It's just a new marriage, my nigga.
That's the real test. Like, because you know, couples like sometimes have a hall pass. Like, if you got into it with this celebrity,
I got these hands.
Listen. I'll tell everybody I'm with. If I run into Jamie Lee Curtis,
you're just disgusting.
If I run into the singer Maya,
oh my God,
things will just have to happen, and it will have to play out how it's going to play out. I still care for you and respect our relationship, but these women are just pillars in my.
Out of everybody, Jamie Lee Curtis, for real, I can't believe that shit. That shit just like bothers me.
You see her now. You see Jamie Lee.
That's what she's going to look like when you mess with her.
But listen, it's in the mind, my brother. It's in the mind.
Nigga, you're gonna have to be all up in your mind when you all up in there for real. Because
that's perfectly fine.
All you're going to see is old white woman in front of
you. I'm where I'm at right now in my life. Don't judge me. So anyway, yeah,
she's just having ass nigga.
It ain't that I got no morals. I'm telling you up front what it is. Like, okay, so you telling me right now you ran into like Megan Good, or you ran into fucking Lisa Ray, or
no, nigga, I am in a committed relationship, nigga. The fuck, I got a kid. It's different,
smart man. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. I shouldn't have did that. You're right. I shouldn't have did that. You're right.
No, it's true though, because like yo, when you got a kid and stuff like that, it's different for you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, shut up. It's different for you, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your priority is different. Like, yo, if I was single or like I was with somebody I really didn't like see a future with,
I believe you.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, I'm gonna turn this podcast off. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like
bullshitting, my guy. But I respect it.
Nah, but you gotta stand on something, bro. Like integrity.
I do. I stand on my word, and my word is if I ran into these people, it's not that I don't care for you.
Nigga, that's gonna come back to bite you in the ass or something.
I'm probably a piece of shit. You're right. You're right. I'm probably a piece of shit. Let me tone it down. What you got, man? I'm talking that shit. What you wrote some shit too.
Bam. So like, and speaking of like bitches, right?
Oh my God.
So like Blac Chyna just lost her case for the Kardashians, right? And like I was looking for defamation because they was talking shit about her on the show. Mm-hmm. But a whole lot of shit came out. She's pulled a knife on Rob. I think she smacked the shit out of Tiger in front of these niggas a few times.
Beating these niggas' ass, apparently.
And
like the OG.
And like all of these things came out in the case. And here's the thing. People will try to look at this two ways, right? First of all, if somebody chooses their wokeness over pure logic, they're going to say that this is an injustice against Black women because Blac Chyna is a Black woman, and the Kardashians, all they do is trample over Black women by stealing their hairstyles, stealing their culture, doing this,
Their
and the
culture, pretty
third,
much, right? Appropriation.
And you sitting there and you're like, it's not that you're wrong, but you're not all the way right either, because that's not what we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying?
I just think it's like one of those things where, yes, that applies absolutely, but just maybe not so much
right
so
now, not in this case.
Right. I don't think you could use that card for this case. Like,
yeah, because like she's pulling up on them trying to get all this money. I don't know how she's broke. I thought she was popping on Instagram.
Bro, that was that part was funny when she came out and was like, I'm broke. I just had to sell one of my cars. Okay, first of all, but you got multiple cars. You ain't broke. Okay.
You ain't broke.
What you think broke is? Broke niggas is looking at you like, I wish I was your broke. Okay, so that was first.
I wish I had multiple cars to sell. You kidding me?
It's niggas living in their one car and they really broke. So it's just, I feel like she got a bit of a warped mind a little bit. And then both her baby daddies got in the comments. It was like, bitch, I'd keep the kids fucking 6 days a week.
One of them 6 out of 7 days, the other one 5 out of 7 days.
Crazy.
Paying for all the private schools.
It's like, yeah,
all the medical bills,
all the essentials I'm paying for. What? Why are you mad? How are you mad?
Because she trying to play that sympathy card that Meg got to play, right? Because all
she ain't got the trauma that Meg got, so to speak. You know, like there was no gun involved in this. Like, if anything, niggas feel bad for Rob because, like,
he
don't even come out the house, bro. And he broke that nigga, dog. She broke that nigga, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, when a pimp, like, every time you hear stories about pimps and how they break their bitches, like, that's the same way she broke this nigga, that nigga, man. That's crazy. He didn't want to be on the show because of her. Like, he gained a bunch of weight, got sick for a while.
And this is why you leave the pussy alone. Because it don't matter how bad a female look, bro. Like, if she's bad for you, she's bad for you, bro. Because now look at this now. Not only was she like a menace towards Rob, but look at what she's trying to do to his family, because they got a show. When you was with him, you knew what the fuck you signed up for. Like, this is what the Kardashians are. They are
a brand, a conglomerate. It's like
they are a show. They are these things.
When you're
dating into it, when you're doing this, like listen, like Travis, he's not always in their shit. Kanye, when he was there, like he wasn't always in their shit. But they're big enough stars on their own where they can dictate. They are their own brands too. And sometimes you got to negotiate how to put them together.
Right.
And she's like, you know what? I'm not even going to push you that hard because you do have a different brand than what we have. But, you know, sometimes it'd be nice to see you on screen. And, you know, I guess Kanye and Chris couldn't see eye to eye, but that's a whole different conversation, right? But you know what you're signing up for. At least have your brand be strong enough that you can negotiate how far you go.
She came into this.
You have no power.
That's what I'm saying. She came into this like not having no leverage to negotiate much. She was just a girlfriend, and then shit spiraled, and then the custody thing happened, and it came out in court that she pulled a gun on Rob, and then she tried to say it was a joke, like she was just kidding. Like, where's the punchline in that?
That's a toxic ass relationship right there, bro.
He came out and said he never loved her. He was just with her for the hype, I guess, or the notoriety.
Nah, niggas, that's what niggas say. That's what niggas always say.
Right.
Liked her because the thing is that she was nice to him in the beginning, but then once she knew that she hooked him, that's when she started changing. He was a mark, bro. He was a target, and you know what?
We see it happen all the time. We see it happen. Yeah. We see it happen. We think dudes is out here sniping, you know, Trey Songz,
chicks is sniping too, bro. And they're not sniping. And when they snipe, they sniping so that they can control you. Like, when dudes sniping, we just want to fuck.
See, this is why men, we're just dumb, bro. We're not like these chicks.
We're not trying to get no bag out of you. We're not trying to get somebody to cook every single day. We're just trying to.
beat the box, hit them jaws, and then, you know, if you cool, maybe you'll stick around, you know, whatever. But these chicks,
I'm trying to get a lifestyle, bro.
Like, nigga, and they're getting it. Brittany Renner got it.
Yeah.
Chyna got it twice.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of other chicks that's in rotation out here that's getting it. So it's like, niggas, they winning, bro. They're winning. She lost this case. Obviously, she lost this case.
Yeah.
But yeah. So,
but that's why you niggas gotta leave these pussy alone.
It's a dangerous choice sometimes, bro. You could end up dead or in jail like you in a gang sometimes.
It's wild, bro. And another case of why you should always leave that crazy pussy alone. And this whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation is nuts,
bro. The headlines alone have me fucking cracking up. Like, give me the backstory, because I'm just hearing the headlines, and I don't know what the fuck they was really into.
So, like, apparently they got married. Crazy. They got married, and then they were together. His mom died. Then Amber filed for divorce that Monday.
Damn.
Then she told him,
"Fucking body still warm, bitch."
And so he he told one of his close friends and opened up to him what she said to him. She said, "If you don't agree to my terms to this divorce, I'm going to accuse you of being a domestic abuser."
Fucking dangerous. This bitch is on some thin line between love and hate shit.
So then I hear something ringing over down what it is.
So I guess this is what she doing. Nigga was like, "Fuck your terms," and she did it.
So then she's a tabloid in the UK wrote a story, and then he tried to sue them. That case didn't go through. So now he's trying to sue her for defamation because she wrote an op-ed, I think, in the Washington Post, saying that she was a victim of domestic violence. She didn't say his name in there, but she alluded that her last relationship, which was him. So then he lost the Pirates of the Caribbean. He lost the Fantastic Beasts. He lost. He was
supposed to be in that.
He was already in the second one. He was supposed to be in the third one.
Oh wow, shit.
So then, like he lost tons of cash.
All that shit, yeah.
And then, it's crazy. Like, we always like to say, believe the woman first, which, I get why we say that, right? But she is on tape telling this nigga, she's like, because he asked, is like, do you agree that you have physically abused me? And she was like, do I agree that I physically abused you? She's like, listen, I'm like 115 pounds. I can't move you. I'm sorry that I didn't punch you, but I slapped you with my hand. But, you go to court with this. Who do you think they're going to believe, you or me? Like, this is how wild this shit has gotten. So
that's scary.
Basically, this woman sitting here knowing what she can do to this nigga, and then she's like playing this mental game with him. And then, like, when you're looking at Johnny Depp, right? It's like Depp, like, you were so in love with her because, like, you had an addictive personality, right? You were addicted to drugs before. Now, this whole up and down in this toxic relationship with this person, that's like getting high,
right?
Then cleaning out and then getting high again.
Right.
Like it gives you a rush. And it's like, fam, like,
damn, I didn't know that.
As much as we would like to tell people, men or women, like, get out of toxic relationships, sometimes they stuck, bro. And like he just got stuck in one with and that this bitch
he
is
married
crazy,
her.
bro.
So
and and the thing about this, like, they got mad stuff against her. Like, she's still in all of these movies. She's still an Aquaman. Like, she still get to do this. She, and then, like, crazy part is
that wave.
She fired her whole PR team because she ain't like how they were doing with her thing. And I'm just like, fam, like, instead of firing the PR, why don't you just focus on the case? Like, she's just trying to look
as like best as she can. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I mean,
like, this
is literally crazy. We've seen it time and time again where ever since the Me Too movement, chicks are realizing that they can weaponize it. They can use it as a public opinion case instead of a facts case. It's like, just because you're 100 and something pounds and I'm a man and you hit me doesn't mean it's not abuse. You're still hitting me. Doesn't matter if it hurts me or if I feel affected by it. You're committing acts of violence towards me. Like, I don't know, that was a weird cop out. But the mental game she's playing with him, it's like, who are they gonna believe? Like, that's some serial killer shit. Like, it's like weird stalker movie vibes. Like, I can make people think things about you that will affect your whole life by just saying and acting a certain way, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Mad shit from this nigga. Because he's in Pirates of the Caribbean, bro. Like,
he got bread.
This nigga was making bread, bro, and she just wanted it all. And it's just like, damn, bro.
So some of the headlines I heard is that he owned like a wine making company or something in like Italy or France or something, and she wanted it. She just wanted the whole fucking company. Like,
she wanted a couple of places, a couple of cars, like all this. I'm like, yo, he had all of this before he even had you, bitch. Like, I don't understand.
If you just wanted stuff, stay with him. The nigga got stuff.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? He started seeing for what it was. So when she figured out she couldn't control him, then she's like, I gotta control the situation the best I can. Like, this, like, they're saying that she also has like some mental issues, like multiple personality disorder. Because the things that she did, like, she was abusive to him, not only physically, but emotionally. Bro, she shit in his bed.
Yeah, that was one of the headlines I heard, and I'm just like, and then it said that she put the covers over it so he could find it later.
Yes, and then
what?
He lost a piece of his finger
because I heard bitch like hit him with a sharp bottle. Like, she broke a bottle and was like on some bar fight shit. Like, yo, this is not toxic. This is dangerous. Like
all he had to do was leave the pussy alone, bro. Because, fam, let me tell you something.
Easier said than done, apparently.
When a woman, not even just a woman, when somebody doesn't respect you to the point they putting their hands on you, when they sit here trying to belittle everything that they do to you, when they sit here and try to manipulate you and try to make you think that you're the wrong one, that their problems are your responsibility and all this stuff, fam, like, you got to just leave the motherfucker alone. Your life is worth more than being in that hell. But you know what? Sometimes it's hard to fight out of it. I think we all been there at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Like, man, it's just easier said than done. But that's a choice.
Because when a dude finally likes you and he wants to work it out, if he's a genuine person, he's going to do all that he can. And some chicks just take that to an advantage. And I think this is the most extreme ways that they could do it. Especially now with the whole, like you said, Me Too movement, they can weaponize it. And we're not saying that every woman like weaponizes it. Obviously,
no, but
we've seen multiple stories in the last couple of like years. The whole Chris Brown, the last allegation versus Chris Brown, a couple of other things. Like, we've seen women try to weaponize this shit. And now, and the crazy part is, this is just a defamation case. This is not even like anything like criminal. This is just defamation.
No one's going to jail. You guys are just suing each other over some he said, she said.
And all this shit's coming out about you. She tried to counter sue for 100 mil. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you want 50? I do 100, double it.
So it's like it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So that's
hopefully he makes it out. He makes it out. I don't know where it goes from there, but yeah, I think she might have some mental things going on, because like I said, she was setting up like hidden cameras in the house, and like she would make him mad and then turn the camera on and be like, look at him, he's so angry, like I'm in danger. It's like, yo, you can't even when you're
she tried to fit the situation in her favor every single time.
But this is what I mean, like when I say Drake attacks your home, like, because when there's no peace at home, especially for a man in this world, you get fucked up outside. You're just getting fucked up outside. The minute you wake up, you go outside, you get fucked up. You come home, you shed that layer of all the fucking hits you took when you were outside, and you just calm down, and you just want a nice tender lady to just be sweet and nice to you. You've been getting fucked up outside. You don't want no drama. And this bitch is fucking like chopping your finger off and shitting in your bed and fuck like yo, it's just man,
it's
men, we
wild,
gotta see those red flags just like like chicks be seeing the red flags.
Oh, but I like my chicks crazy. The pussy be fire. Nigga, leave the pussy alone.
Yeah, right. Until you locked up because you was choking the bitch while y'all was fucking and
you got mad.
And you
she was doing too much to you.
Yo, now she got brain damage from lack of oxygen because you choked it too hard. And you know, shit, it's like it's cool to just be calm and peaceful, man. I know we're in such a chaotic time of like just society and this world, like, but it's still cool to just be chill and calm and just relaxed and just take it easy, bro. Take it easy, bro. It's real deal.
And then the last thing,
the biggest
topic, and another reason why niggas, I'm sorry, you old scrotum looking ass niggas,
fucking testicle skin motherfuckers,
bald chinian ass niggas.
Okay, he's a bald chinian. I fucking love that scene.
Get kicked in the face by Tommy Lee Jones head ass niggas.
For real. But
listen,
they say it's 2 Caucasian women that wrote the legislation so that
because
it can be
Caucasian
set up like this.
Women will do anything that they can to stay. Listen. Look, Roe V Wade. This is like the biggest thing this week,
bruh.
And you know what? And let me make this clear. I'm gonna say a couple of things. First of all, this is more than just about abortion, right? This is not about like, of course, abortion is one of the biggest things, but also about privacy. Privacy when it comes to pornography, privacy when it comes to interracial marriages, privacy when it comes to same-sex marriages, privacy like there's so many things that this could be the precedent for them to sit here and start unraveling.
This shit shaky, bro.
You look like you were going back in time, right?
Jim Crow about to be fucking right around the corner, bro.
And the thing about it is this, right? Listen, first of all, abortion needs to be around because it's not just for the women who just be fucking out here and they get pregnant. This is for so many other reasons.
They always use that one small case to characterize the whole thing. It's like, they're just out there being whores and just fucking getting knocked up and they don't want to take responsibility. No, bro. There are women that if they give labor, they will die.
Yes.
They have to abort that baby.
Mm-hmm. There are women who get sexually assaulted.
Facts. Who are raped. And now they're forced to carry their rapist baby to term. Think about how fucking sick that is.
Like my nigga, and then the thing is though, you put all these poor women of color, in a situation where if they can't afford to have the baby, you effectively are sentencing them to poverty for the rest of their life.
I mean, if that's what they want, then sure, I guess this is pretty much perfect because that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna kill so many women that go to these back alleys, they're getting ass shots in these fucking people's basements. They're gonna go for basement abortions.
You might be banning abortions. You're just banning safe abortions at this point. And I know a lot of things that we're saying are
it's a little jarring.
Lot of the all of these memes coming, not memes, but all of these these things coming out and we're saying, but when you really think about it, bro, okay, we are men and and we don't have pussies, right? Obviously. And we don't have these things, right? But it doesn't take you being a woman to understand that a person's body is their choice. You know what I'm saying?
They just finished 2 white women
are sitting here writing this shit. And sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm
I find their names.
This right here is religious extremism.
Facts.
This is misogyny, sex. This is a whole bunch of government control.
But see, the thing is, this is the tip of the iceberg, though, because like you said, this is coming down to women's bodily rights, like what you have the right to do with your own body. And I always say, like, especially with the war on drugs, you can't tell someone what to do with their body.
Mm-hmm.
My body is the only thing I truly own.
Mm-hmm.
I tell it when to move. I tell it what to do. Anything else they can take from you, they can control, they can prohibit you, but your own body is your choice. It has to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
The way they did it with the vaccine, the same way they did it with wearing a mask, the same way they do it with any fucking other thing that has you fucking doing something to your body at any point. It's your choice. Getting circumcised, you don't have to fucking get circumcised. It's your choice.
You
So it's just funny.
faced ass niggas. It's sitting
it's
here. Just
this
once
black
again,
motherfucker too. We can't. It's a
Is
lot
it
of
really?
black people. Yeah, Clarence Thomas. Fucking fucked up ass name like Clarence.
It's like, fam, like, come on, bro. Like, when are we
Clarence
just gonna
parents have a
evolve as
real
a
good
people
marriage.
and as a society and sit there and be like,
Never.
yo, like, just do what you need to do. Like, this is not just about whores. This is not just about you trying to sit here and project your religious ideals on people. This is like, you don't care about the babies, because if you did, right? And this is another like thing that's been coming up, but it's true. Like, we're just repeating a whole bunch of shit but we're saying it with like some real shit with it, because it's like, yo, if you cared about kids, free healthcare, free education,
free
parental
breakfast.
Leave.
How about free breakfast for schools? Like, how about nutritious food in schools?
You would be doing a whole bunch of other things to ensure that, yes, you may have to have these kids, but there's a support system. There's none of that in place. This is all about you keeping people poor. And this is why the battle, like, here is this, right? We keep looking at race and gender. And a lot of times, those things are part of it. But now, the whole thing with like financial, like the class war,
class system, yes. See,
that's going to be the next biggest thing to erupt here.
But it's funny, that's all it's ever been since the 60s. That's what it's been.
Yeah.
But they've been able to use these issues to divide the common man, to not see it's rich versus poor, bro. It's rich versus poor. It's always been rich versus poor. They killed Martin Luther King when he decided to unite the poor people. It was gonna be like a political party, the Poor People's Party. No, the Working People's Party or something like that. White people working, black people working, all the working class people. They were gonna unite them and realize it's rich versus poor, bro. It's always been, and they've done very well distracting us to fucking fight over trans people, fight over gay people, fight over abortion now, fight over taxes and
there
shit.
is so much shit at stake here. Like, this is bigger than just, you know, abortions and shit. And even like, there's been articles that some of these justices have written, or one of them was like, you know, why are we sitting here fighting for rights for people that don't even exist? And it's just like, this is the attitude that they have, bro.
Who don't exist?
Gay people, trans people, all of this. Like, this is what they're leading up to. This is how they think. So
that's
it's
disrespectful.
Like, it's like, fam, like, this is why, like, you know, not being able to like recycle some of these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you're not representing the country that you said you're supposed to represent. Like, you're doing a whole bunch of shit that's like, you know, non-constitutional and all this other shit. So it's like, fam, like, this is fucked
it's dangerous. Up. Yeah.
Why can't you niggas just leave the pussy alone? Why?
Message. It's impossible. As men, the minute we crawl out of pussy, we spend our life trying to get back in pussy. And then once we get in it, we have to conquer it, you know? We have to control it. We have to put our will on it, you know? And this is just that on such a grand scale that it's just gross, bro. It's gross. Like, And you would think these rich motherfuckers with all these mistresses and side bitches.
No, you see, for them, it's going to be different. They have money. They can fly. Listen, we're only out of 160 or 70 countries in the world, right? We're only one of 5 that's about to be on the list of ones that's banned abortion. They will be able to spend money to fly anywhere. They'd be like, yo, hey, let's say a senator fucks a 23-year-old, right? She gets pregnant. Hey, you want to go on a vacation to the Dominican Republic real quick? Hey, make sure you put that thing in her drink. She passes out on the plane. You get to the Dominican Republic. You act like you just carried her to the room and let her sleep. Nah, you put her someplace where she can get that abortion without her even knowing it. And then you just make it look like a miscarriage. Like, these niggas will get diabolical like this. Like, I know that shit sounds wild as hell, but like, think about what rich people can do. They want to be able to do whatever they want. And by doing that, the only way to be able to do that is to put people in a position where they have to stay poor.
The rich people got richer in the pandemic. When people was begging for a stimulus, these motherfuckers got even more richer. So now they're going to sit and tell you, you can't decide such a hard and crucial decision over your body while they go and fuck a 16-year-old on Jeffrey Epstein's island and then come back and write a law saying you can't do it. So it's just fucked, man. It's all the way fucked. I fucking hate it here. When shit like this happens, there's fucking protests every day, everywhere, all the time. The energy is just fucking tense. The air is thick. Chicks is
up, man. Like,
women is gonna be on edge, man. And what's fucked up is like pussy gonna be on a like.
This is gonna deal with contraceptives too. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit that's like at risk now.
But real quick for like on some real nigga shit, like chicks won't want to fuck as much because of that risk that if they get, I'm just saying, like, it's like on a societal level, it's going to affect how we interact because we know if we potentially make a baby, that's it. Ain't no plan B, ain't no options out of this.
Well, you know what's crazy? This shit still happens anyway. So like,
yeah,
I think it's going to be the kind of same. It's just that there's going to be a lot more deaths because women who want these abortions are going to put themselves in crazy situations to get them.
To get it, facts. Yeah, whatever someone wants to do to their body, they're gonna do, bro. And I wish we would all just, as long as you're not hurting nobody else, give people the agency over their own body, man. So
you scrotum-faced ass niggas need to leave the pussy alone. You
testicle-skinned motherfuckers, leave the motherfucking pussy alone. Take us out, bro.
Y'all know what it is, man. Episode 30.
29.
I hate it here. Oh, my bad. Episode 29.
Edible kicking in. Bow.
Episode 29 of the I Hate It Here podcast, nigga. It's your boy Kev.
It's your boy Russ.
And we out this motherfucker. And please, leave the pussy alone.